right, it's the Rundown, September 15th. We got the big boys up here, Large and Glenny. Today's episode is brought to you by Simply Safe. Large, you got to keep your family safe, right?
Yes.
You got a lot of, I know you're rich. You got a lot of fancy belongings and like all sorts of artwork and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Got to protect all that.
And they got the outdoor system now too, which they're pumping. So
This
you can
guy knows.
Yeah, so you can customize the system that you can put up yourself in less than an hour.
Don't have to have anybody running through your house doing it. You know what they do? What they do is they case the joint. They're like, I'm gonna come over and and they know exactly where the cameras are not and all the hidden, all the the sensors are not, and then they rob you.
That's what Dahmer did. I think like one of the bigger serial killers, like Dahmer or Bundy or one of those guys.
See, you don't want to have a serial killer running up in your house.
Absolutely.
Just go to simplysafe.com. Use the
promo code.
Use the URL, simplysafe.com/rundown. Get 20% off when you try out the new system of the interactive monitoring. You get your first month for free. We're talking cameras, alarms, sensors that protect you from burglars, floods, fires, earthquakes. All of your loved ones, all of your belongings will be safe with Simply Safe. It's Simply Safe with an I, SIMPLI, safe.com/rundown for 20% off your entire new system plus your first month for free. Start off with some shocking news yesterday. Unfortunately, rest in peace to Norm Macdonald, who died at the age of 61. Had cancer privately for 10 years, which is truly how Norm Macdonald would do it. Just not telling anybody, doing it all by himself. I'm refusing to give in and say the words battle and fight because he very notoriously said that he has that bit about cancer, saying you don't lose the battle, it's just to a draw. One of the best to ever do it. Were you a Norm guy?
Hey, you know what? I almost forgot about him. Like, I honest to God, I almost forgot about him. I wrote something when we interviewed Howie Mandel, and like I was trying to drum up like the top 10, and I didn't put him on it. I looked at my notes afterwards, and then to see all this stuff, I was talking to Vibbs about it today. Twitter was delightful.
Oh my God! All the moth joke and the doghouse joke and the Burt Reynolds and every Conan appearance.
Yeah,
dirty
so
work.
Easily top 10, but it just because he kind of went into hiding as he was, dealing with this. I think he went off the radar, and it's kind of nice to see him back, even though it's because of this reason, though. But definitely a top 10 guy.
Are you a Norm guy?
Yeah, I mean, I of what I've seen, I love Norm.
You're a little young.
I'm a little too young for Norm. Like my age, we think of Norm Macdonald, we think of the stupid friend and Billy Madison.
Yeah, but that counts too, man.
But
like, dude, Dirty Work was funny. The Billy Madison appearance was funny. Like,
but there's so much funny shit that I've seen. Obviously, the SB stuff I saw on Twitter today,
that OJ
amazing.
Joke.
The friggin'
you can never take your your Heisman away unless you murder your wife and a waiter. Oh my God.
Obviously, the moth joke. Today on the train, I was watching the Bob Uecker thing with him and Artie Lang. Fantastic.
Dude, even like his Who Wants to Be a Millionaire appearance. Did you see that?
I didn't click on it.
So he's like in his head, he's narrowed it down to two places. He's like, it's either Madrid or Lisbon. And he's like, now, Regis, if I do my 50-50, is there, and I think it's Madrid or Lisbon, is there a guy back there who's just going to take the other two away and leave those? And Regis is like, no, you're fine. He does it, that obviously happens. And he's like, yo, motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, he had appearances like that weren't even like sets or stand-up material and that were funnier than some of the
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of
see.
people posting like DMs even that are funny.
Yeah.
One random comedian I've never seen about the $11,000 in gigs. Hilarious. Some comedian, he reached out to some comedian as COVID started, said, how you doing during these times? Comedian says, I've lost $11,000 worth of gigs, and he just goes, oh, you lost a year's worth?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
He had one with the World Series of Poker where he gave a guy a joke saying, like, if I win the grand prize, I'm going to pay back. I'm gonna butcher it. It's about paying back your poker money, and like the punchline is that you owe a lot more. It's just like he had a joke for everybody for everything.
He did a roast, and he decided to not be funny.
The anti-joke.
But like it was one of those things where he knew that the comedians would appreciate it, where the whole crowd wouldn't. And like you almost said, and then David Spade said he was the last comedian to not give a fuck, and I think that's probably true.
That's, I think, the biggest compliment you can get paid is when you're a comics comic. When you talk to any comic, they always praise guys like Attell or a Norm Macdonald, where it's like those are the guys who the best think is the best.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, truly one of the funniest things I've heard. It's a little homophobic joke from Artie. I'm a big Artie guy, so Artie and him are so close. He always tells this joke, Artie, on like everything he's on. He always says one of the funniest things he's ever heard. He was at a party one time with Chris Farley, and someone told him, he's like, you got to watch Chris Farley tonight and make sure he's not doing any drugs. He cannot do drugs tonight. And then Artie's hanging out at a party. Norm comes over to him, and Artie just goes, oh, wait, sorry, Norm was supposed to watch Chris Farley. And then Norm goes, gets a drink, comes back to Artie. He's like, where's Chris? He's like, he's in the bathroom with Andy Dick. And then Norm just goes, fuck, I hope he's high.
He's hilarious.
Which is a great joke.
There's a Conan appearance with the actress from Melrose Place talking about how she was in a new movie with Carrot Top. And he just flames Carrot Top right in front of the co-star. I mean, he was unbelievable. I'm catching all sorts of heat. For 1 Minute Man today, I used his premise about how you don't battle cancer and that how at best it's just a draw because both parties die at the same time. So for 1 Minute Man, I said, Norm Macdonald's cancer is dead at the age of 10. Oh. And people are not, they don't know the joke and they're not getting the act. And so the comment section is either a very clear divide between if you knew Norm's act, they're like, oh, clever take on it. If you don't, they're like, this is
exactly.
You're mocking a dead man.
I saw Seth Meyers did a little memoriam last night, and he was like, I'm not going to sit here and say any in memoriam shit. Norm Macdonald would not want me to do that. Yeah. Norm Macdonald would not want that whatsoever.
I saw Shane Gillis posted to his story at some club last night. They had his name, his face, the dates, and they were playing the fucking Wiz Khalifa, Fast and the Furious, If I Ever See You Again. And Shane was like, he would have loved this. It's like the last thing that Norm Macdonald
Dude, can I also just say, yesterday I got off a flight and I just saw a clip of Shane Gillis's stand-up on YouTube. I watched that whole thing last night. That was the funniest fucking thing I've seen in a long time.
He is going to murder. I think he's probably already up around 1 million views on YouTube. He did no promo.
That was fucking fantastic.
When he's talking about being a heroin addict when you have to go on a quest every day, his Fox News dad.
Dude, that Alabama football shit was so funny.
So good.
So he's the guy who got axed, right?
Yep.
So you think it's better for his career,
I was going to say,
in retrospect?
Probably one of those. It's funny if you say that to him, he's like, no, I would have rathered the fucking SNL deal.
Right.
But I do think in hindsight, like he's gotten a lot of attention and a lot of.
I think Norm would have liked the whole, cancer was 10 thing. But I also woke up today and the first thing I saw on Twitter was a picture of Burt Reynolds and it said "Rest in peace."
Yeah, that was great.
I love it because that's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But it's so fucking perfect.
That's the kind of shit that people laugh at. So rest in peace to Norm.
61.
And 10 years. That means. Really only had 50 good years because they spent the last 10.
Like me.
Hey, man, watch out, brother.
Thanks.
So, or don't,
Yeah, fuck it.
We got drama with AOC's dress. So AOC made waves when she wore her tax the rich dress, white dress across the back, red lettering saying tax the rich. People were, kind of like, you're at the most fancy elitist party in the world. You're talking about tax the rich. Well, it turns out that people are saying she stole that design from like this single mom in San Francisco. I don't know what to think. So her artwork is Abe Lincoln's face wearing a COVID mask, and on that mask it says tax the rich.
Same exact font.
Same font, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was like a dress that has the red font down the back. Like, if you're going to say you stole the dress, I thought you stole the dress. I guess if, somebody sees the font and then puts it on a dress, you're kind of stealing. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a much more direct yoink, but...
Yeah, I don't know the logistics of how the shit works. It's very
like if
confusing.
a designer
what you could actually
sees
say
something and then turns it into clothing, is that stealing? Is that inspiration? Is that... I don't know. Now, the mom is like, she's playing it smart, because whenever this happens, you can go one of two ways. You can be like, you stole my shit, what the fuck? Or you can like politely be like, I love your work, I'd love to do more with you, I've got more designs and all this. And then I think people are inclined to be like, hey, we kind of did fuck you over. Why don't we throw you a bone and we'll do like your next design or some shit,
I think it's funny how Glenny's like, yeah, I don't really give a shit, but if she showed up with like a Balls beachwear fucking pattern,
you better believe Glenny be like, that's my shit.
I would have liked her to maybe just
I don't know if you want
tag
AOC
on there. Have a little tag on there.
Would you want AOC endorsing Balls Beachwear?
Anyone with a platinum, anyone with a following can endorse it.
Anyone with a, it's for the people, it's for everybody.
If AOC
does not discriminate.
If AOC likes a design and wanted to purchase one, she could purchase one and rock it.
All right,
man. For AOC.
It's for everybody. Also for everybody is Mac Weldon. We got the clothes here. I don't know if horizontal stripes are your thing, Lenny, but some quality shirts like this with quality designs. They've got T-shirts now. They've got pants like this, which are always, you know what you got here, Glenny? See that? Bam, bam, bam.
That is, we need that.
That's clutch.
We need that.
Mack Weldon kind of started out as like underwear and sweatpants, and now they're getting into more legitimate clothes where you can rock these that kind of look like, dress pants, or you can wear them to work and wear them out on a date, but they're comfortable and they got a little elastic at the top. They've got the t-shirts with all sorts of designs, all still pretty classic looks to it though. All very comfortable. And right now you can get the summertime discount with Mack Weldon, the daily wear system. Get 20% off your first order when you go to mackweldon.com/rundown and use promo code rundown. That's mackweldon.com/rundown, promo code rundown. It's high-tech material, it's comfortable, it's stylish, it's everything you need. What else we got here on the rundown? We've got Taco Bell coming out with a subscription service, which that got me going. I'd heard that and I was like, okay, let's talk.
Yeah, we looked at each other with joy.
I was like, this is
joy.
a big deal. So it turns out you can get a free taco every day, one free taco, for like $5 to $10 a month.
Yep.
And it's only available in certain places.
Arizona, only Arizona.
Only Arizona, so fuck that. But all right. So what do you think about their first? What do you think of their idea? And then we'll talk about our subscription service.
I think it's a stupid idea. Honestly, it sounds like, why would anyone want just one taco a day from Taco Bell?
Well, like Kelly and Rhea were like, I'd like this. I'd like to have like one soft taco. You know what? For them, that's probably great. For guys like us, it's like
Makes
that's
me angry.
1/10 of the order. You know what I mean?
Not even that. Just when I'm walking home from work, I see Taco Bell. Let me go stop in for my 99 cent
The
soft
only
taco.
way that kind of works is if like you live next door to it, and like
Exactly.
on your
Right
way
above
out the
it.
door,
Yeah.
you can grab your free taco.
And I
every
mean,
day.
theoretically, if you're Taco Bell and you actually rope people to do this, you're gonna walk in, get your taco, and guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna buy more food.
Well, yes, of course. 'cause
You
no one,
hate walking out
it's a
with your
crack.
one taco.
You're not just gonna have one hit. So what do you think? Now, all that being said, $5 to $10 this day and age is basically $0. I might just pay that, and anytime I do happen to stumble upon a Taco Bell, I'll just get my free taco.
If you use it 10 times in a month, right? What if you could save it? Can you save it and then on like the end of the
Stockpile it?
month you get 30?
That
Oof.
would see.
That's thinking.
Now
Or maybe
they-
at the end of the month you can do 10. That's our bulk plan. That would
That's
make
not
sense
a bad
to
idea.
me.
so
if you
then,
don't use
then
it,
wouldn't your subscription service would then be $5 to $10 a month? One time a month you can get 10.
right. Yeah.
So I think I would do something more like you can customize it, where you have your order, like the Glenny Balls order.
Oh, yeah.
What's your order at Taco Bell?
It always varies, because I only get it when I'm drunk, and the Taco Bell by my house, those fuckers, should truly be illegal. They have the touchscreen thing. You walk in there drunk, you're hitting everything.
Add them all up. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So
Well, what's like your favorite?
My
thing?
go-to is easily cheesy gordita crunch.
One of the best
Obviously.
items in the world.
What is that sauce on there, by the way?
It's actually just called spicy
Is
ranch.
it like a crema? Is it just spicy
That's
ranch?
what I was stunned to find. It was just spicy ranch. I thought
I
there
mean,
was something more.
really,
to it.
just the cheesy gordita crunch I love. That's obviously far and away.
This fucker's laughing at us, Glenny.
Dude, have
He
you
thinks
had a
that we're
cheesy
trash.
gordita- Have you
I
had
don't
a
know.
He's
I
too
don't-
high society for this.
I'm not too high.
Have you
it's
had
one
a
of the only one that
CGC?
doesn't make me feel like shit. Out of all the fast food things, I went to one with you down in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
once after
We put down like
Florida.
$80 worth.
And
I
we
mean,
have
fucking
you had the
felt
gordita
drunk.
crunch?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, dude,
but
it's so
to your
good.
point, I've only eaten it drunk.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever
No,
had it sober.
I eat it drunk, I
Like,
eat it sober, morning
I'll,
or night.
I'll do a good. I'll
Nachos
do like
Bel
McDonald's a
Grande.
lot, but like I don't do Taco Bell sober. It's
Oh,
strictly a drunk
I can
thing
do it.
for me.
I can do it whenever.
I mean, I do love the quesadilla too. The quesadilla sauce is also fantastic.
I usually just keep it 3 cheesy gordita crunches. I put down 2, no problem. The third one kind of is like there for when I'm real hungry or I'm gonna hate myself afterwards. But I think if you could customize it, if it was like I'll have 1 or 2 cheesy gordita crunches. I want 2 Doritos Locos, this and a drink.
Once a month.
And then
if
you
don't
get
use
that
it.
for free,
Yeah,
like once
if
a
somebody
month.
finds out I eat Taco Bell once a day, it's not good for me. Like it is. I mean,
It's a
I guess
bad
for somebody
one.
who's in shape, like you said, when a girl said they would do it, it'd be kind of adorable. But
Yeah,
for us,
for
it'd be
you, it's
fucking,
like you fucking monster.
go kill
Now I
yourself.
want the bell.
The bell is
I
going.
want the bell.
Let's go. Make a run for the border.
I want the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, think outside the bun, you
Yeah.
know? So, great idea, just needs a little tweaking.
Tweaking.
A little tweaking. Okay, so we'll get in. Oh, one more topic, then we got to get into a couple Barstool things here. There's a fertility doctor up in Rochester, New York, who is, he's a fertility doctor, so he's helping these women get pregnant, all the while just using his own sperm. I guess telling them, different donors, and then being like, just kidding, it's my cum. and he's not exactly the type of guy who women would be clamoring for his DNA.
No.
You know? And when women do this, you know, you pick out of like a fucking binder, right? It's like, this guy's Ivy League, this guy's 6 feet tall, he has dark features,
Right.
he scored this on tests, he got a Division I athlete scholarship. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get some quality DNA here. People pay top money for that. You know, I know like girls who have an Ivy League degree, you can donate your eggs for big money. But if you do that, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, I'm some guy from Rochester, that's gotta be highly illegal.
I mean, reading this last night, I saw this article on New York Post. They tweeted it last night. I'm just laying in bed, flipping through the internet. I see this, I open it, I'm like, this looks interesting, but I'm reading through it, and I'm a college dropout. There's a lot of big words in there. Like, so many big words. I don't even know what I'm reading at first.
Right.
And I'm finally scrolling down through it, and I'm just like, wait
a second.
is he giving his cum to these girls? So this guy's giving his own cum.
Yeah.
I think he's telling them too that it's good cum. It's not good cum.
And how many kids?
I think he has 9. They're 9 half siblings. So
Which
This is a psychopath move.
insane.
There is never a time where a woman, this is not sexist, is more emotional and possibly litigious than during infertility.
Yeah,
Or
right.
during the,
Right.
like just hormonal.
Successfully
is off the
or
fucking-
unsuccessfully,
This guy will be buried under the prison. He'll be thrown into a fucking volcano because it also skeeves your kid. Like when you
Yeah.
wind up having a kid, you're like,
oh,
it's part
this is
that
a-
fucking creepy guy. Because
That's
I
the
would
worst part of
rather
it
the
all.
mystery box than
Right.
knowing that it's the creepy guy. So it ruins the kid.
It does. It ruins a life.
It taints your fucking kid for the
Yeah.
rest of your life. So
And who wants for what? I mean, I guess
Yeah, just to dump a load.
you're
Oh, yeah.
charging your money or whatever, but it's
Just
like
for
now
the
you have
idea
9
of
kids that
being like, yeah, your
you
own
probably
little-
might be on the hook for child support now, and like who
Yeah.
knows and all that kind of
like
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like he's dumping loads. Once you're done dumping the load, why do you have to then grab the load and give it to somebody? Just leave the load there. The
it's like a
load's done.
Genghis Khan
Leave
type.
that
thing.
It's been
load.
dumped. It's
Leave
been
that
dumped.
load.
Right,
Yeah.
leave it alone.
You gotta have some sort of
Like if you have this
desire
weird,
to
if you have
populate
this,
the world, like you said.
if
Genghis
you have
Khan.
this weird fucked up idea in your head and it's like it's getting you going, once it's done, you don't got to go through with
Right,
it.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna give this girl my cum, and then you bust that nut. You're like, well, wait a minute, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
give
go
this girl
get
my
some
cum.
Taco Bell and call it a night,
Yeah.
man. I'm done here.
The cum's gone.
Yeah,
It's good.
You're fine. Yeah, that's a great point. You got to be extra crazy
It's
to
like
still
the
go through with
God
that.
complex.
Yeah,
Remember that?
I'm
What was
gonna
that one?
populate the earth with my
Yeah.
seed.
Alec Baldwin was that doctor, and a long time ago that movie. And it's like that God complex. I am God type thing. You know, like you just
This is
try
from
to
like
get
the
it up.
40s, back when you were a kid.
It was a talkie. I like that. I don't know. Fuck.
Glenny,
So
you
old.
had a heartwarming moment you wanted to share with the world.
Dude, I really did. It was
Podfather
just
moment, really.
It was just so heartwarming that I just wanted to talk about it because it was great. So yesterday, we had a Sunday conversation in Buffalo. It ended early. Had a bunch of time before I get to the airport. So I got to the airport at 3:30 for a 6 o'clock flight. I'm just sitting at the gate. I had nothing. I went to Niagara Falls, and then I was done there. There was nothing else to do. So I get to the gate. No one's there. I'm sitting there alone, just playing on my phone. Guy walks up to me. You can tell, like, uneasy, fidgety, kind of. Walks up to me, looks like he's gonna stop and say something, then just sits down. 5 minutes later, walks back over, says, "Hey, do you fly a lot?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fly often. What's up?" He goes, "Do arrivals come here? I don't fly ever. I'm about to meet my son for the first time, and they said to come to gate 23." So I'm just saying, "Yeah, I think you should be good then." I don't really know exactly, and I could tell he was like nervous and excited. But then he walks away. I go eat lunch. I walk back over. We board 5:25. I walk back at 5. So now there's more people there. I find a seat far away where I can see directly at the gate, and I finally see the plane arrive and start deboarding, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna get this going. It's gonna be so cute. I'm sitting there watching. They start deboarding.
Does anybody else know except for you?
I think I'm the only one that knows.
Okay.
People start keep walking off. And he starts like pacing around in circles, and then.
Because it takes a while to get, if
and
you're the last one on the plane,
and
you
if
can
you
be there
don't
for-
really know much about flying, you would be like, this person's not coming. And
No.
then for about 2 minutes, no one came. He's looking down at the hallway where you walk out. I see him get on the phone. You can tell he was like freaking out a little bit. And then probably 5 minutes pass. Probably a 13, 14-year-old kid walks out, points at him, huge hug. It was unbelievable. It made my week. It was so fucking cute.
Fantastic.
Watching a father and son see each other reunite for the first time. Holy moly!
Can I say one thing though that kind of sucked?
Yeah.
So I had my perch from a distance, and Buffalo Airport is an older airport. They got these massive pillars. From my view, I missed the hug. I saw them both
Glenn.
I saw them
Once
both
in a
like
lifetime.
expand their arms like
And
going
that
for a
was it.
hug,
Gotta
and
stand
I couldn't
up.
see the hug.
That's
pillow
the
hug.
home run or the.
It was, and just seeing them walk away together, I almost teared up. I might tear up right now. It was beautiful. It made my week.
Got a big heart under there.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. You could tell he just looked so nervous and so excited. It was awesome.
You think you'd be pissed off if it was that doctor's kid? You know what I mean? You're like less.
Maybe it was the doctor.
All right, for after show, I want to talk about the Mincy Experiment. Get Billy Football up here. Tommy Smokes was right. He was picking
Billy.
topics today. He goes, I just feel like we're not giving enough attention to the Mincy Experiment right now, which I think is fair. Like, we have Mincy. I feel like Billy Football is just like playing with Mincy like he's a fucking
Dr. Frankenstein.
toy. Yeah, that's what I said. Dr. Frankenstein.
Look,
Fertility Doctor.
whatever I'm doing to Ben is in his best interests, and if you really cared about Ben, you would have taken action like I have.
Oh, okay. Fair.
So,
I'm not. You're right.
everyone
I
out
definitely
there
don't care
being
enough
like,
to
You've
take any
seen
action.
old pictures of Ben?
Yeah.
He
He
looked
was,
terrible.
yeah. I mean, he already had a great journey down, right?
Yeah, he's
and we're trying to keep
exponentially
him
better now.
We're trying to keep him on task and take him to the next level.
and by electrocuting
Sausage?
him and feeding him sausage.
No, we're trying to redirect his psychology to be better, just naturally. So
Okay.
that he doesn't have to maintain, he just automatically, his
Is.
behavior is changed.
Yes.
So we're moving to the next stage where it's been around. So we're gonna start booby trapping food in the house.
So like I reach for a
Negative
cookie and whack.
reinforcement.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
putting mouse traps and stuff. And even if he finds out I'm booby trapping his food, he will then avoid all junk
That
food.
is true. All it takes is once, and I would always be like on guard.
Pavlovian.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mentally every time he's like, oh, like box of cookies. Like,
Electrocution.
I'm about to grab some.
Yeah.
Wait, it might be booby trapped. And then he's like, is this even worth it? And then basically he gets to the point where he doesn't even try.
Now, what's the electrocution angle?
Oh,
Is that
no,
part of-
that's just behavior correction. That's
Same
the
sort of
beginning.
thing. He reached
Yeah,
for a
same-
cookie, you zap.
I mean, all
But
of
who's
this is- yeah.
who's handling like the wattage or voltage or anything? You
Oh,
know,
it's.
where's
I
that?
mean, I tested it on myself.
Oh, you did.
Not like any
It's-
good, any
It's
good
decent.
doctor or
This is
leader.
all Psych 101.
Right.
You know, there's
is it?
multiple
Cool.
tests. Yeah.
Okay.
Pavlov.
I saw you running some sprints as well, right?
Yeah, that's just essential.
That's just
but we're
basics.
just trying to keep his. I'm tracking his heart rate during it. So if his heart rate isn't that insane and he tries to take a rest, gets hit with the zap. Yeah.
Why only sausages?
Because
Tommy asked, why only sausages for a week?
he was wavering a little. It was kind of getting to him, like all the exercise, all the intense dieting. So it's like, okay, we're gonna pick one meal that you can have for the rest of the week in meal prep. So he chose Cajun sausage, which is only protein.
I was gonna say,
very
no
low
carbs, that's pretty good.
Atkins.
But it's
Yeah.
still enough to like get him excited about it. And plus, when you can only eat one thing throughout the week, you're gonna end up not eating insane amounts every day.
So
So
you're
it's
gonna
gonna
sick
limit
of
it.
Right.
So
What would be your one meal, Large?
Ooh, it's tough. I'm probably be like a fried cutlet, chicken cutlet,
cutlet?
or a veal cutlet. Yeah, one of those. And then
Real
I could
thin?
fuck around it. Yeah, pound it
Pound
out
it out,
thin.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, like a nice little Milanese. I think
Fine.
that's it.
Outback cheese fries.
Outback
Oh,
cheese
every day?
fries, ladies and gentlemen.
Three
What
times
can
a
I
day?
make? Could I mix something? I'm a grilled chicken guy. I can do grilled chicken if I can mix up how. Sorry, I just talked in my throat.
It's okay.
How it's prepared. If I can mix up how it's prepared, then I can do
Sure.
grilled chicken.
Okay.
Well, you. Oh wait, that sweet and sour shit you used to get from the steam table.
Yeah,
You
oh,
talked
that
about it,
ranch
it's like-
chicken. Oh my God, that ranch
Ranch
chicken from that
dressing and
fucking
sugar
spot
over
on
chicken.
Fifth
Yeah.
Ave.
Oh.
Oh, it was amazing. But with like, if the point is like no carbs and shit, I could just eat steak all the time. I can steak every day.
If it was carbs, I could do bread and butter too, like crispy Italian bread.
Oh,
with
if
soft
you are doing
fucking
carbs,
butter.
forget
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. If carbs are included. You know what I do? Taco
Sauce.
Bell. Get us a subscription.
Dude,
I eat taco every
wish.
day.
You know what
What's
I
that?
wish? I wish rice wasn't a carb. I love rice.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I think rice is my favorite food. Like just rice
All
with
different
any
types of
sort of
variations,
protein,
or just like white rice?
Naya, Chipotle, all that. I love rice and meat. I think it's fantastic.
I mean, there's a reason why it's one of the staples.
Forever,
Nobody
yeah.
better than you. All right, so keep on the lookout for the Mincy Experiment. Follow along on Twitter and social media. Watch Ben get electrocuted and eat sausage.
it's in his best
This
interest.
feels like Cramerica Industries. You know what I'm
It's,
talking about?
it's his,
I don't
I
know.
mean, if
I mean,
you
it's really
really
Kramer.
cared, you
Yeah.
would have taken action.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Cramerica Industries. We're gonna see them roll a big ball of oil out the window next, like fucking Darren and Kramer. It's a madhouse. It's a fucking madhouse in Hoboken. The police are gonna get involved eventually, I guarantee it. But let's go Mincy. Also, a new episode of Rediscovering America, which is one of the best running series here at Barstool. These idiots going all over just the worst
Brilliant.
places in America.
Fucking brilliant.
So check it out here. New episode out right now. Season finale tonight.